Round 3, we're here in Miami. So let's get it on underway. So let's go through the grid. We have Milo de Held in the Red Bull, Fairy Tale in the Aston Martin, Kazangul in the other Aston Martin, Sheba in the McLaren, Trenky in the McLaren, that is double in the Alpine, I believe, P or it could be that's probably looks like no, that's double in the Williams, P20 in the Williams, Skipper in the Ferrari, Jurek in the Alpine, Pete in the Alfa Romeo, who is hugging the wall, Composite in the other Ferrari, BVB Audi in the Haas, ASC in the Mercedes, Dark Nobet in the other AlphaTauri, who just has put in the fast lap with a 1:28.8. Where was we? Barry in the other Mercedes, Chef JB in the AlphaTauri, Ralph Albers in the Red Bull, Nerdy Average Gamer in the other AlphaTauri, and Mork in the Alpine. We have a yellow flag in Sector 1. So everyone's setting their laps now. Dark Nobet still holding the pole position spot. So far we've had the Drivers' Championship so far. We have Sheba in the Alfa Romeo holding top spot. I can't see, where is Sheba on here? Sheba holding the top spot. We then have Barry in the second spot and Dark Nobet in the third spot so far in the Drivers' Championship. We do have to remember though that we're a long way from the end. This is only round 3. So the wins so far has been win for Barry in Australia, and then last week Dark Nobet in the Alfa Romeo come first in Spain. Sheba, on the other hand, has had 2 second place finishes to get him to be leading the Drivers' Championship so far. and that's a spin from the Mercedes in front of him. I'm wondering who the Mercedes was. That potentially could have been yellow flag in sector 1 and sector 3. We'll see if Dark Knight will set a faster lap. So far in the season, in round 1 we had Milo taking pole position in Australia, and we had Dark Nobet taking pole position last week in Spain. So please put in the comments who you think will be taking pole position today here in Miami. A very tight winding circuit, so could be some instants along the race, but we'll have to see. Someone in the comments has said watch Bog please, so let's flick over to Bog and let's see how he's doing. We'll put on the activate the DRS into sector 2. So yellow flag in sector 3, so hopefully that clears up by the time. Very tight corner here. By the time he gets around there, that's a yellow flag. It looks like it's caused by a slow McLaren. As the McLaren crosses the line, doesn't go into the pits, so activates the DRS again. Another very tight corner as Dark Nobet sets another fast lap as a 1:28.8. As Bog comes round the final corner, crosses the line, puts it 14th with a down in 15th with a 1:32.2. So not an amazing lap there, but let's stay on board with Bog and watch and see if he can improve with this lap. ERS is being used this lap, so we'll give him a bit of an extra boost. Keeps it very tight through there. Coming along the back straight, hits the DRS zone, activates his DRS, needs to get it slowed right down into this corner. This is down into second gear, very tight corner there. You can start going back up your gears because it's a nice smooth corner here, and across the line to put it sixth with a 1:30.2. That is a good lap from Bog. Miles he held is out of qualifying. Let's watch the average game as he's on the fast lap. Actually, is the ice a tad late there? Needs to keep it out of the wall. Yeah, very close through there. Lovely. Keeps it very tight through these corners. Very impressive. Tight up to the wall here. Gets DRS straight away that time, no delay. Up to very tight corner through there. Beautifully does it. And he's going into the pits. Let's watch Sheba as he comes across the line to start his flying lap. Into turn 1. Very tight corner there. Through turn 2 and turn 3. It's a the circuit does flow very well, but it is very tight, and one mistake could cost you a lot, as there's a lack of runoff areas over here. It's quite wide there. I think he kept his wheel in front of the white line, so it should be all fine. Needs to slide right down. That's very good corner into the back straight on sector 3. Needs to get his DRS here. Let's hope that them cars behind him gave him a little bit of a slipstream. And he turns in. And then it's a nice few flowy corners to cross the line with a 1:29, so it doesn't improve. Dark knows it's on his outlap, so let's watch him as he comes across the line to start his lap. Into turn 1, then into turn 2, and turn 3. So if you know how to count, you can carry on counting in the corners. There's a yellow flag ahead of him with a stopped Aston Martin, and Fairy Tale's got a 5-place grid penalty, and that Aston Martin came out of nowhere. Aston Martin came out of nowhere. He stopped on the corner, and what Aston Martin was that? That was the Aston Martin of Fairy Tale, who who had the grid penalty, who will be getting a grid penalty, and that's a stopped AlphaTauri there, who will be having the grid penalty, and then almost causing a collision with Dark Nova. So Dark Nova is going to have to go for another lap. He's just let the Aston Martin through, which might have been a mistake, because now it could happen again, but we'll have to see. He's slowing right down to let everyone past. That's very good. And he's going to go back into the pits, refuel the car, and then he'll have to outlap again and What an unfortunate turn of events for him, as that could have been a faster lap if the Aston Martin didn't appear around the corner. We have BBB Audi on his outlap, just coming around the final few corners, and let's stay on board with him and watch a lap. So his ERS is fully recharged, so we'll see him using times at this lap. And I believe, because it has come up on my screen showing red, that is a potentially invalid lap. I'm just going to see if I can have a look. Cannot see it, but potentially. Oh, and he spun and hit the wall. So that will not be a. He will not be setting a lap there. We'll go to Kevin Goal in third in the Aston Martin. Let's have a look, see if anyone's on a flying lap. Skipper's not on a flying lap. The oldie has just had that spin. ASC will not be setting a faster time, nor will Chef the JV, because he's already on a 1:15. It's a 1:20, so that's around the final corner. This could be just about the faster time. That's a 1:29. Oh, so best time was a 1:30.3, and that is everyone. So to start the grid, we have Dark Nova in first, Shiva in second, Kazingo in third, P20 in fourth, Skipper in fifth, Barry in sixth, Nerve the Average Gamer in seventh, Ralph in eighth, BVB Audi in ninth, Jurek in 10th, ASC in 11th, Chef JB in 12th, Composite in 13th, then we have Milo was in 14th, Pete the Pirate in 15th, Double in 16th, Tranky in 17th, Fairy Tale in 18th, and we had I cannot see the bottom one, let me just scroll down. We had Mork in 19th. Obviously Fairy Tale does have that 5th place grid penalty, so that will put him in last place, starting from P19. Please put in the comments below who you think will win this race. Always interested to see who you think is going to win. And we have a wet track, so just to mix it up a little bit, makes it a tad more interesting. So we'll see who's starting on what tyre. Race starts in 30 seconds, so it could be the Inters, it could be the full wets. We might even get some brave people, if they think the rain's going to dry up quickly, going onto a slick set. The track does look damp, doesn't look massively wet, but it does look damp. As they start their formation lap, let's go through the tyres. All on the intermediate tyres, so intermediate tyres across the board. So with the spanner that has been thrown in the works with the damp track and rain still falling, who do we think is going to win the race? Any predictions? The Alfa Romeo comes around the final few corners to line up on the grid. It does look like it's going to be a single type of tyre race, as the prediction says, but as we know, anything can happen. As Dark Nova lines up on the grid and everyone lines up before him. Kaz and Gold disqualified from the session, no, the average gamer disqualified from the session. All normal stuff, as they don't pull into their grid spots correctly. Don't know if the tyres getting probably quite a bit colder, as everyone tries to line up behind him. Half the grid disqualified. That's 5 red lights, and away they go. There's what looks like no mess going into turn 1. I don't want to jinx it, but it does look like they've all managed to go through. Oh, McLaren was very close there to making a pass. Modi Held is making up a few positions. Oh, there was a move there by the Haas. Oh, and someone is in the wall. Someone is in the wall. That is the BVB Oldie. Oh, and the Alpine of Mork behind him. So BVB Oldie is there without a front wing, and so is the double of the Williams and Mork. Looks like he's spun, but I cannot see any damage on that side of the car. Let's see if I can get a view of the other side of the car we're under virtual safety car conditions. Let's say as he comes through here, if there's any damage on this side of the car. Went past very quickly, I couldn't see any damage. It gives Shiva a opportunity to sort of hold the gap to Dark Nova in front of him. So far we've got Dark Nova at P1, Shiva in P2, Barry in P3. A long way back, but a lot can happen in a wet race. A few going into the pits now, front wing changes, tyre changes. That's the Alpine out. All out in the same order they went in. So no changes to position there. So virtual safety car is back in. So they can, I believe, go racing again. Can't see any come around the corner. No marshals waving any flags, so it should be all clear for racing again. Don't know because it comes across the line a 140.1. Obviously a heavy car with the most fuel at the minute, so hopefully we'll most likely see some faster laps as the race progresses, track dries, and they get less weight in the car. Very wide there from both the Alfa Romeo and the McLaren. Let's go down into here as we see the Williams coming very close to the Alpine, potentially trying to pass. Can he get through? Flying very close to the Alpine there. Not looking like he's getting through this lap. I'll go back to him on the next lap. Kazingo is right behind the Mercedes of Barry, but he's in a bit of a Mercedes sandwich here with ASC on the other side of him, so let's see if he can make a move. He sticks behind, follows him around that corner, very close there. Shiva sets the fastest lap of 1:38.6, so that's very quite a bit faster than Dark Nova set. Doesn't look like Kazingol's getting any closer, but ASC is getting quite close to Kazingol, so we could see some position changes there. We'll keep you updated. Mork very close behind the Williams of Double. But still there's a lack of moves going on. Milo only 0.4 seconds behind the Alfa Romeo of Pete. Everyone very close to each other. All it takes is one mistake and moves can be made. position change as Kazangol loses a position to ASC. ASC tries to... Kazangol tries to fight back, but ASC manages to defend, so let's stay on board. Let's see if he can make a move and make it stick and gain back his position. Very close racing here. Oh, sliding. Kazangol slides into the wall, and that's put him quite a bit behind Kazangol, and within touching distance of the Ferrari behind him. Milo being overtaken by Pete the Pirate after... Oh, Milo tries to defend. We're 5 laps in. Shiva on the fastest lap, closing in on the leader. It's a very close battle, very close, but and a very clean battle going on up the front. Let's keep watch. Everyone making gaps a bit, everyone becoming over 1 second gap to each other, so that's good. Let's just go to Mork as Mork tries to go for an overtake on double but cannot make it stick. Trenky coming into the pits. It's going to lose some positions. Comes into the pits for a new front wing and a new set of intermediate tyres, and he's back out. That will put him in last place, and I've missed the overtake at the front, but Shiba has taken P1 from Dark Nova. Dark Nova is going on the defensive, so we'll attack back to try and take his position again. We'll keep an eye on the timings there, as Milo is following the Alfa Romeo. Oh, and there's some moves there with P20 losing position and a little bit of drifting through that corner. Could the track does look like it's getting wetter, so potentially we could see some wet tyres coming out, as a few cars seem to want to slide around the track instead of drive. The average gamer is following Ralph very closely. Is he going to go for the overtake? Does seem like he's getting closer, so an overtake could be possible. It most likely won't happen on any of these corners, but along the main straight, well, the back straight, it potentially could. If he Pete the Pirate has a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings, so that will not do him any favours. So that will put him into P14 at the minute. Or P13. So Shiba has pulled out a 2-second lead, and Dark Nova has a 9-second lead, a 10-second lead on Barry, as BVB Aldi just has a didn't see it properly, but that did look like it was a 5-second time penalty for. Well, Pete the Pirate had a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. Couldn't go very close behind the Mercedes here, back in that Mercedes sandwich. All Mercedes power engines, power units in these cars. But we'll see if it will, as we're online and it's all equal machinery, this will prove who the better driver is. As comes up alongside, did look like he was up alongside, but he couldn't make it stick. And it does look like he's lost a bit of time to the Mercedes behind him. We'll keep watch, because this is a very close battle. The 2 Mercedes versus the 1 Aston Martin. P20 goes into the pits. And pits for another set of intermediate tyres. Nothing new. Pete the Pirate losing a few positions there. Staying close behind Milo in the Red Bull. Let's keep an eye on this battle. Oh, Pete the Pirate has just moved up a position in a fight with the Red Bull of Milo. We'll stay on board with them and see if Milo can get the place back. Very close behind. Won't be able to do it through here, but on the back straight he might be able to pass, as he's very close, but doesn't look like he's going to be able to get past this lap. BVB Baldy has a 3-second time penalty. Oh, there are parts of a car there, as Pete the Pirate and Nerdy Average Gamer pit. Was that Pete the Pirate with no front wing? It was. Back on with the intermediate tyres. Nerdy Average Gamer out on the intermediate tyres as well. P20 pitting again, I believe. Stops. This will be P20's first stop, no worries. All still on the intermediate tyres as the position changes so far this race, with 19 laps left to go. Cousin Goal still in an awkward position of having the being close behind the Mercedes, but having the other Mercedes quite close behind him. Obviously the battle here is for the last podium place, so it is rather an important place to finish. Some big points up for grabs, but he's dropped back to a 1 second, but the Mercedes behind him is getting closer. So a very interesting battle further to the front of the field. Fairy Tale close behind the Ferrari of Composite. Let's see if there's anything he can do. There's a yellow flag in sector 2, there's a yellow flag in sector 1 and 2, and just sector 1 and all clear. The gap's not getting smaller. It's a very consistent, and he's making the pass. He's made the pass. It's Mercedes, and that did not seem like the Aston Martin there gave him a lot of room. I'm sure someone in the stewards will have to look into that after the race, as the ASC has a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Okay, I'm not sure what the multiple warnings are, but I would have said that Kazangol, for the overtake and squeezing him into the wall, would have had will have a few questions to answer, as it did seem that there was quite a lot of room for Kazangol to get through, and he looked like he did squeeze ASC into the wall. Fairy Tale close behind the Ferrari, keeping it close behind the Ferrari. Not massive amount of actions in the first few laps of this race. Fairy Tale has a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. Let's see if ASC can get through on the Aston Martin in front of him. And ASC pits, so he'll be getting rid of his 3-second time penalty. What's that? That is already gone, unless he's, can't see because it's saying pits, but we'll wait. Let's watch as they go past. And ASC gets put back out, still with his time penalty, just in front of the other Aston Martin of Fairy Tale. Composite just leaving the pits now. Everyone still on the intermediate tyres, but assuming that the ones with 12 laps on tyres will have to pit soon. 3-second time penalty for ASC, 3 for Fairy Tale, 3 for Pete the Pirate, a 5-second penalty for P20, and a 3-second penalty for BBB Oldie. And Shiva sets another fastest lap. That's another fastest lap of a 1:37.9, which is almost a whole second quicker than Dark Nobut. A few more pit stops here. Milo comes out on the intermediates. Jurek on the other also on the intermediates. The yellow flag in sector 1. Who set that? There's a Haas of BBB Aldi in the wall in sector 1. So that will be bringing out a what looks like it could be a safety car. It is. So that will give an opportunity for the pack to bunch up. It will also give the opportunity for those who haven't pitted yet, such as Shiba, to pit. We'll watch I'd assume that all the top cars will be pitting. So Shiba comes out of the pits. Where will it place him? Shiba out of the pits. So the top lot of pitted are all pitting. Shiba comes out of the pits and is in first. No, but still in second, as he joins just behind the safety car there. And then we have Barry in third, ASC, Kazingol in fourth, ASC in fourth, Kazingol in fifth, Kazingol, it can't seem to make it. Kazingol in fourth, AFC in fifth, Skipper in sixth. Mork has a 5-second time penalty for speeding inside the pit lane. It does look like that pit stop, that safety car, has fallen right into AFC's lap and helped him out, as obviously he dropped quite a lot of positions due to him pitting, and then the safety car came and it's put him back in the same position he was in. Obviously the time penalty doesn't help, but that puts him in a decent position to make some overtakes as the pack will bunch up. ASC pits again. Let's have a flick through. Not sure what happened there, but they're changing the front wing. So that will put ASC back down into P11. And what has happened to ASC? ASC going slowly. I'm not sure what happened there, but he's been passed by a few players. He's now down in 14th. P20 is got a 3 second time penalty. Still waiting for the pack to bunch up, as that's Trinky, who is just behind Dark Nova. So when the race resumes, he will have to move out of the way for most of the, or what looks like all of the cars, and will be, he's already a lap down on Shiva and Dark Nova, but he'll be a lap down on all the cars, as they'll all be close and probably ready to overtake. Safety car in this lap, safety car in this lap. So that's Shiva getting a big gap to the safety car, so that when he starts racing he can get a nice launch and a good defend. It goes slow through the first corner. It's could be. Let's watch this, as we'll see who gets away well as Shiva comes across the line, and it's racing again, and Dark Nova is very close behind him. Oh, very tight through that corner, very clean racing there. Shiva just on another level and pulling away a gap, making a gap between the two cars. Doesn't look like Dark Nova will be able to overtake. Shiva leading the Drivers' Championship, will take his first. Oh, in very close there as Shiva goes off the circuit, pulling away a gap again. Fairytale close behind Composite. Little battle going on up here as a free battle with the Alpine, the Ferrari and the Red Bull close behind. Let's see if the Red Bull can make some moves on the Ferrari. Probably not going to be able to make it through there. Shiva sets another fastest lap. as Canningall goes through up into third. Barry is only close behind, so it'll be a bit of wheel-to-wheel combat. Let's see if Barry can fight back and regain his position. Some position changes down the further down the bottom end of the grid as SC is in the wall. He does have Trinky coming up close behind him, so if he hits, he most likely will be I'm not sure if Trinky is a lap down, or from what I can see. Doesn't seem like there's any major damage on the car. Barry is coming back on Canningall, but he does have the Alpine of Jurek behind him. A little battle between the two Red Bulls. Let's have a watch. A bit wide there from Milo. Still keeping it close to the other Red Bull, but it doesn't look close enough. Go through the penalties. Fairy Tale with 3-second penalty, and that is Peter Pirate with 3 seconds, P20 with 3 seconds, Mork with 5 seconds, and Trinky with ASC with 3 seconds, and BV Baldy out of the race. Everyone's stopped once so far, apart from a few who's with a few 2 stops, and P20 and Trinky on the 3 stops. There's a yellow flag in Sector 3. The only car in that sector was Trinky in the McLaren in last place. Fairytale loses a position to Nerdy Average Gamer. It does seem like it's a very close battle down here. Or it was until I clicked on it. Let's go further up and have a look at Ralph closing in on Skipper in the Ferrari. Composite has a 3-second time penalty. Peter Pirate has another time penalty. There's a yellow flag in Sector 2. Only 7 laps left of the race. It does look like Sheba is going to win it. I don't want to put any commentator's curse on the car. But he has looked strong all day. ASC moves up a position. So he has the Alpine of Chef JB close behind. Chef JB doesn't look like he's able to do anything with that. ASC moving up again. Pete Chef. Oh, that is Pete the Pirate who has spun. It doesn't look like it's raining anymore, so I'm wondering how he spun it. Close battle through here. It's a very quite a big line, and there's a McLaren that has stopped, and it's not. That's a nice front wing in the back of the video there, as Trinky clearly has put it in the wall. So obviously just after the main straight, so that will be a full lap before he's able to pit. Now if we had Fridge game going around the looking to go around the outside, looking to go down the inside, and gains a place on composite. What a move. Composite now close behind. Let's see if no every gamer can hold him off. Very tight around that corner for the average gamer. Well done. Let's see, closing in on the Williams of double in front of him. Let's see if he can make a move. This moves up the front of the field with Ralph, and AFC does make the move on double. The yellow flag in sector 1, as I believe that is Trinky in sector 1 as well, so he'll be under. Oh, can't see him, but he will be under the blue flags. That's probably why I can't see him, because he left the track. Waiting to rejoin the track. Please don't rejoin the track yet. There's still cars coming. There's still cars coming. There's still a car coming. One more car. There's one more car coming, and now it's safe to rejoin the track. She has held a fantastic lead this race. All the gaps to the cars are building up now, so this is the smallest gap we have. Everything above 1 second. Let's see if he can make a move. Keeps it tucked nicely behind the Ferrari, pulls out, thinks about it, can't make the move. But he's put the Ferrari a bit under the pressure, so he does have a good run out of that corner. and again looks up the inside. Can he make it stick? He does. He passes the Ferrari and Ralph goes up into 6th. Go down to Morg in the Ralph just dropped a position back to Skipper. I think he is in the pits. After losing position back to Skipper, it doesn't look like he can make it through. Turek is close behind Barry. Mork and Fairy Tale are battling it out. Very close battles down here. Neither of them are in the points positions, but obviously it all can change with one mistake from a car in front. Does look like the battle's over for a minute, but we'll see if Mork can catch up to Fairy Tale and put the battle back in play. Ralph very close to the Ferrari again. Let's see if he can make it through and defend this time. Milo very close to the to his teammate with Ralph, so the 2 Red Bulls versus the Ferrari. Very well, as Ralph doesn't, so he probably will not do it on this straight. See if he can make it into the next straight. Make a move there. If he brakes a tad later, catches up, needs to get back on the throttle very quite quickly. Doesn't look like the move will happen, not on this lap anyway, and there is only 2 laps left of the race. Walk goes wide, try and pass the Aston. See if he can go through the corner, keep it tight. Cannot get past. Milo approaching fast on his teammate. Obviously his teammate battling the Ferrari in front, but if Milo thinks he can make it through, further points for him, and he might get a go on the Ferrari. Still approaching that Alpine quite quickly. Alpine putting up a very good fight there with the Aston Martin. Potentially could be going through right into a corner any minute. Oh, as ASC goes through, and the Alpine is now behind him. He looks at the inside. He makes the move. Can he get it stopped in time? He stops, he turns it in. Flies across the line. Now he just has to defend for a lap. Still fighting going on. Pete the Pirate has another 5-second time penalty. ASC has a 3-second time penalty. Milo very close. Lady Average Gamer very close to Milo, and Milo very close to. And what's that? That's ASC. That looks like he's. Let's see if we can see him on here. It's ASC. There's lost a tie. He is DNF'd after losing it and then pitting and fighting his way back through the field, looking like he was doing well. It's clearly not his day. On to the. It did come up saying the last lap of the race, and it goes again saying it's the last lap. Not sure why it dropped back down again, as the leaders had already passed the start finish line. Yellow flag in sector 2 and 3. No worries, but as Shiva is holding a very nice lead on the final lap of the race, so if there's no mistakes for Shiva, it all will be good. There's a yellow flag in all the sectors, green again. Be a blue flag for pit part there, as you can see in the background. As Shiva comes through the last corner and finishing the race in first. Pete Pirate has another 5-second time penalty. I'd just like to congratulate Shiva on taking a win. That will put him continuing to lead the Drivers' Championship. So well done. As he's just waiting for everyone else to cross the line. Doesn't look like there'll be any more position changes before they get to the line, although it was very close between the Average Gamer and Skipper, only 0.093 seconds, so it must have been very close to crossing the line at the same time. Just waiting on Mork, who crosses the line now with and has his 5-second time penalty as he didn't serve it, and Tranky passes the finish line now, and that's it from us. This has been Delta T Racing Division 6 here at Miami. Join us next week at 8 o'clock GMT, and we'll be racing at the Red Bull Ring in Austria. Thank you very much for watching the podium, and have a good rest of your day.